everyone, and welcome back to another Let's Talk. Today's topic is all about making friends slash best friends. So I'm going to be talking about how does friends work in a kind of way. So I'm talking about um, basically kind of like real life, sort of like friendships, sort of thing. Um, so I don't actually think I'm going to go on about this for too long, but I'll try and go through as much as I can about it and seeing how it all works. Now, as we go to the present, I have got quite a lot of friends now, and I get on with them really well. But there is a few of them that I don't really see anymore, and a lot of them that have now moved on to with their own lives, and I don't really see them anymore. So I wasn't that good when I started making friends when I was back in my early days of primary school. Which I can't really remember because I have I had a very bad brain. Let me start that again. A very bad brain. Yeah, so my memory is quite terrible. But the one thing that I do remember is making friends was not good in those days. But obviously the fact is, I'm not going to talk about myself anyway, but it can be quite challenging in a way of making that one friend, and then at the same time, will he be or she be a good friend, or whether they'll be a bad friend, a very bad friend. So it's all about that gaining confidence, by the way. And I'm not talking about myself on this because I've done it. I'm going to be talking about how you have sort of reacted and how it's all worked for you, because some people might have found it quite different from when I did it in a kind of way. So you kind of get two different divides with friends and best friends, because with a friend, it's sort of, they're not there for you all the time, but they do like sort of message you every now and then. But if you class to a best friend, sort of where, they're always there for you, and they're always helping you out, and you're always hanging out with them, and you're always having a good time. And by the way, I did actually do something like this at MenCap, which I have done before over there, so I've kind of learned how it all works. But it can be quite challenging. But for some people, it's been easy. So yeah, so obviously you have two different divides with either friends or best friends in that kind of way. So it all depends, like, if you've got what area you've got. So whether you've got more just normal, as I said, just normal friends, or you've got lots and lots of best friends, and then you've got less and less normal friends. Now, I think my average with a normal friend and a best friend, I believe, is quite equal for me. It's about a 50-50 split between me having normal friends and me having best friends. So it's sort of in the middle for me. But a lot of people who I've met at dice service are just literally just general friends, because I haven't really known them for a long time. But if there's someone who you've like really known for a long time, they are classed as a best friend because you've known them for a while. So it's kind of like that in a way. But obviously, at day service now, I'm very popular there now, and I just know so many people, and I literally get on with everybody, and it's just a bonus spirit, isn't it, that I now get on with everybody that I now know there. So, as I said, it takes time, but you'll get used to it in a way. When I was at college, it was quite hard to kind of like to kind of like meet someone in a way. Talk to someone for the first time was quite hard when you're in a classroom anyway. It was quite difficult to do. Secondary school wasn't as bad in a way, but I think college was a lot worse for me, because there was a lot of people at the college that I went to that I didn't really know there, and there was only a few of my friends that went to the same college as me. Most of my friends went to City College, so I was a bit lonely when I went to Hillsborough. So it was quite challenging, but I got through it in the end. But I think college was definitely the worst one out of like all of them anyway. So there you go on that. But I think my advice would be, by the way, to all of you, is make sure that you haven't got any bad or nasty people, because that could really, affect you, and you don't want any of those people. So make sure you've got some honest friends, and then if you've obviously made any best friends, if you've made any, if you've got a lot of them, or you've got a few of them, then, they'll always be there for you in a matter of time. And then, they'll always be there for you to take care of you and all of that. So make sure you're there for that. And I've done that. So there you go. So yeah, that was pretty much today's topic, guys. Quite a simple one. Yeah, so there you go. So if you've got any questions that you want to say, then just comment below, and I'll try and answer as much as I can. On what you say and stuff like that. If you've got anything to tell me. Hopefully you enjoyed this Let's Talk. Plenty more coming up very soon. I've got a few more to do, and then the series will be coming to an end. So yeah. Thanks for watching, and I will see you all in the next one.